hard. Like, there's so much pressure and like so much tension that comes with it, because you're like, oh my god, will they like this, will they like that? And when it's for a child, I guess it's a little harder, because you know, you're kind of giving something to someone else's kid, but it's also for the parents in a way. So this is a gifting guide for giving gifts to someone else's children. But before I get into my ideas, I have to say, we need to normalize, even for whoever you're gifting, we need to normalize asking people what they want, and we need to normalize telling people what we want to receive as gifts. So obviously that brings me to point number 1. Ask the parents. I'll just at point blank be like, hey, I'd like to give your kid something. What do you need? Most parents will have a list. Most parents will have like a wish list or an Excel sheet or a registry of some sort, where they'll have a bunch of things that they need. If they don't, they can obviously just tell you, oh, you know, we're going to start solids. Maybe you could give us a suction blade or like a solid starting kit kind of thing. As parents, if you do have a registry or a wish list or an Excel sheet or a Google document or whatever, please have a nice variety of things in different budgets, like some things that are $5, $10, $15, $20, you know, just, it doesn't have to be, make sure everything is not super expensive. Make sure there's a nice wide range of things. I think it's really important to ask, because you never know what they already have. You don't want to give them double of something, and then it's just adding to clutter in their house. At the same time, you also don't know what kind of method of play or education they are looking at. Maybe they're doing Montessori and they only want wooden toys, or they want a specific age group toy. So it's just best to ask. Another quick tip for parents, in your wish list, do keep space for generic things. So don't necessarily be like, oh, I want Plant Toys' xylophone. Perhaps just write a wooden xylophone, or you know, like one of those activity boards. Instead of having a specific brand attached to it, ask for specific categories. So say you want to be more involved in the gifting, and you don't want to be like, oh, just give me a wish list, I'll pick from there. You could, and you want to give something specific, like a book. Like, I personally like giving books because I feel like they have a longer shelf life with a child. So ask for, hey, I'd like to give your baby a book or some books. Can you give me a list of, say, 6 books that you approve of or would like for your baby? You can always turn it around and give them 5 or 6 options that you like, and then they could choose from there. Like, the parents could pick and choose like 2 or something from there. Tip number 3 is a gift card. Everyone likes a gift card. I know it seems a little impersonal, but everyone likes a gift card because they can just buy what they need with that. A tip for the parents though is make sure you involve the gifter of the gift card in the buying process, like in the selection process. Be like, hey, so with your gift card I'm gonna get this, and then make sure you tell the baby that this gift is from the gifter, so that it feels like a nice nice experience instead of being like a cold gift card exchange. Be like, here's a gift card, thank you, goodbye. Okay, you don't always have to give a toy or a thing. Maybe you could give an experience. Like, the parents are always looking for things to do with their children. Perhaps you could check with the parents if they have you know, a year's pass to the zoo or an all access pass to the library that they can just, you know, check out whatever books they want, or some sort of a workshop for the summer, maybe a couple of swimming classes. Yeah, there's so many things. There are also these toy subscription services that kind of send you age appropriate toys every 3 or 4 months. And if you do the zoo experience, you could also be like, hey, I'd like to come with you to the zoo, kind of thing. It's nice. Parents like that, and the kids will obviously like that because it's a gift for the child. Maybe you could give them something handmade, and handmade doesn't have to be like a physical thing. You could always give them a digital handmade thing. Okay, now let's talk about physical handmade, right? Make sure it's something small and sweet, like perhaps if you know how to knit or do like crochet or something, you can make one of those, like, you know, those Pinteresty, you know what I mean, like the loopy thing with the baby's name on it that they could put in the nursery, or like a little booties for the baby maybe. Handmade digital gifts, I think, are super underrated and super awesome because they don't really take up space in the house, but it just takes a lot of effort. The effort shows, and it's also something personal and customized. It's sweet, and it's something that the baby can keep for a long time. Like, maybe you can make the baby a video, or you could you know, if you're a singer, you could sing them a nursery rhyme perhaps. And okay, this is one of my ideas. This is what I'm doing with my in-laws. Right now we are working on a project together. It's a part of August's Christmas gift. It's essentially a cookbook of heritage recipes from like my in-laws family side. So it's like East Indian and Goan recipes, that as well as just like home recipes that they make at home. And we're starting small with like 5-6 recipes, and then we'll build on it as and when. It's something that I'm working in collaboration with them on. Essentially an ebook that August can keep with him. It's an ebook that I can use to make recipes for August and be like, this is from, you know, your great grandmother's kitchen. Each of those recipes will have maybe a couple of lines on, you know, who developed that recipe, and or like a cute little memory of it. Say maybe his dad likes a particular thing that his grandmother made. So that's a digital handmade present. So there are so many really easy you know, like tools you could use to make these things. There's Canva, which is what I'm using. I managed to make a cover page as well as recipe pages, and yeah, and you can keep updating it. It can be like a nice long ongoing project, and something that you can email the baby and he can keep for a long time. And finally, probably the easiest way to make sure your gift kind of stays around and it's absolutely totally loved, and something that even might end up in the baby's keepsake box. Personalize it. Write the baby's name on it. Even if it's something that, say you don't want to ask for the wish list, or you're feeling weird, which you shouldn't, because we need to normalize asking, you guys. But anyway, even if it is something like a swaddle, right? If parents have it on the wish list and it's like, oh, I want a swaddle. If you have the option to customize it, maybe have it embroidered with the baby's name at the bottom or something like that, trust me, it'll be a big hit. Once again for watching this video. I hope you find value in this content, and if you do, please like and share, and I hope this helps make gifting a more stress-free, fun, collaborative experience. Thank you.